I'm going to putz around just for a little teeny bit to see if anybody joins. Um, I get used to going on TikTok and some of the other platforms, and I get thousands of people following. I get on YouTube, and I don't know where anybody's at. So, of course, I randomly do this stuff so people don't know, you know. Um, Definitely a big change from other platforms. But, so, I got a couple things new going on for you guys. Some more cookie projects and some wood that we're going to make that's faulty that I'm not going to make into cookies. So what we're going to start off with is I have this solution right here. Kind of go over how I made this solution and what it's for. So this solution we're using is polycryl. Okay, it's from Preservation Solution Incorporated. Okay, and it's a wood fortifier. And what you do is you mix this with warm water or hot water and stir it up really good, and that makes a solution. Now the purpose of this solution is for, like I showed in the thumbnail, it's for spalty wood. This wood actually is beech nut, and there's some spalty in it. Some pieces have more, some have less. See, some of it got into the heartwood area, but it's mainly around the outside. I have some that have two hearts, like this one where there was a second heart growing up. I have some with holes in the middle. I got just a variation, you know, it's a 6-foot log. So I cut up like a 20-inch piece and turned into some of these cookies just to start to introduce everybody to the new projects. The cherry cookies came out great. I don't know if you followed that series. I did some shorts on those and stuff like that. They were very successful. I was successful. I sold a bunch of them. A lot of people are enjoying them for end tables, tables, and stuff like that. These are a little smaller. Part of this log is a little bigger by 2 or 3 inches. So these will be like little end tables. They make great stools. It's plenty big enough for your rear end to sit on. So the first process, obviously, is we just kind of want to clean it up a little bit. Let me kind of move that out of the way. And by the way, you should wear gloves using this product, but I've been using it. It doesn't bother me. If you have very sensitive skin, please use gloves and probably goggles and a mask. For me, I don't know, I'm just used to doing stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. So let me get this out of the way here so you guys can kind of see. Let's bring this down just a hair bit here. You gotta see me, but you can see what I'm working on. So the bark is just to the point where I can almost just peel it off with my hand like that, which is actually right at the perfect stage for this wood. I mean, it was down. He told me, the guy that dropped it off and blessed me with some more wood. He's the one that gave me the hickory and some other stuff. Said these trees were cut down about a year in 2 or 3 months, something like that. So we're gonna treat them with polycryl for spalty wood. But these cookies are gonna take a two-step process with these, because these ones are spalty and they also need to be treated like the regular wood cookies, so they don't check and crack. Now with these, depending on the weather in the next year, they're cut at about 1 inch and 1.25 inches. Some of them are 1.5 inches thick, but they are kind of dry because, you know, the log's been sitting out there. Some sections that were maybe up have wetter sections to them. So I'm just kind of getting the bark off. Comes off pretty good. Beech nut usually has like a little layer. It kind of peels off onto the bark. Kind of like this right here. It's like a little, almost like peeling a grapefruit or something like that. So just kind of get that off. Like I say, it's not super important at this stage to worry about sanding it or anything like that. You don't have to go through all that. Like, see, some of these spots are a little softer than others, but most of it's pretty hard. I can't really get this chisel to go in. So it's actually they're actually ready. They're actually in a great position, great condition to start this process. So it's not a complicated process. 2/3 of this to 1/3 of water. Usually warm water is better. This kind of mixes the product better. And I mean, it's just as simple as brushing it on. You don't have to do the whole cookie. There's just so much spalting in it. It goes, mixes in and out. So I just feel it's better just to go ahead in this particular case. I'm not worried about just doing the outside. Just do the whole thing. And what this does is it gets in the fibers and fortifies it. Anything that's a little soft, it'll harden it up so you can sand it, you know, and it keeps it from getting peeling, cracking, checking, you know, being soft, you know. It's kind of hard to sand soft wood, doesn't finish good. Stains don't, you know, or clears, they don't really ever finish good with real punky wood. So it's not a super complicated process. I want to start some of these. Preservation Solutions, they have worked with me in the past, and I reached out to them and we spoke the other evening, and so they're sending me a whole bunch of new products to work with, to do some more of these. I just had a little bit of this stuff, so I get excited about doing these projects, and I want to get started on them right away. Kind of impatient, you know. But I'm going to start treating them because I got to have a bunch of these. This log was 9 feet long. I cut up about a 20th section, you know, and got I think 8 of them or something like that. And I got a couple thick ones towards the bottom of the sawmill that I couldn't, you know, you can't cut but so close. But man, this stuff is just, these are going to be some really showstoppers. We're going to make little stools, you know, maybe some turnabouts for tables, because you can go to Amazon and buy the little, you know, little track that these screw to. Home decor, you know, I sell them at my booth. But in general, it's going to take you about a year per inch. But these are kind of dry. You know, I'm making them really wet now. But this solution and the pentacryl that I'm going to put after will kind of helps them to dry. They dry about 30% faster. And you don't want to be in a hurry when it comes to drying these. I don't think I'm going to have a problem because these are spalty. And I'm also doing this. So they've kind of dried, got wet, dried, got wet. So a lot of the tension in the cookies have kind of been released over time through that spalting process. So, you know, this time next year, I'm sure, if weather conditions, I don't put them in a kiln or anything like that. You don't want to dry it fast like that. These are all air dried. And and this stuff will soak all the way through. If there's any bugs in it, it's going to kill them. So, and you don't really want to get this like super wet. You know, I'm talking and I'm actually probably doing it a little too much. Because I want it to dry. I need it to dry in maybe a week or so. So we can start treating them with the pentacryl. Or pentacryl. And that's going to be the main treatment for treating these. And then they will be wrapped in plastic. Cardboard between each one of them. Probably on stickers. And they will be set somewhere dry and cool out of the sun. So, yeah. So, you guys probably saw the one that I shared in the short. Well, just imagine that times probably, if I got this many out of that short section, I'm probably going to have a good 40 cookies. Probably at least. So, that's going to be a lot of cookies. But, they sell pretty fast. So really, it seems like a lot, but probably won't last me a month when I start selling them. So sorry, I can't. This is hard to get in the camera. You're not really far enough back. But I want you to be close because I want you to enjoy the look. Now, this isn't for everybody. You know, some people love the spalty wood. They love the differences in colors. And like I said, this is beech nut. And a lot of these have a double heart because they had another piece growing up. And here's your main trunk. Spaltiness came in. It did get in between the two of them. I have some with neat looking holes in the center. So this is going to be awesome. Because you can just imagine this sanded with some nice either epoxy finish or a nice gloss finish. These are going to be, I think these are prettier than the cherry trees. The cherries that I did. Let me set this over here. I got stickers over here for the board. So this is my little YouTube channel building. This is my crude sawhorses with some old beech nut table thing there for me. I like working outside. I like the fresh air. I don't like being stuffed up in a shop, especially when it's warm out and nice. We're getting ready at the fall. It's the funnest time to be outside working on projects like this. But here's one. Here's one with a hole. That cool? Have fun with that. Now some people will put epoxy in it. Some people will just get it. They'll just finish it. They'll clean it out real good, and they'll finish it and leave the hole in it. So it's just up to you. You know, everybody has a little different vision and how they envision something to look. And with wood and finished in wood, the sky's the limit. You know, everybody enjoys a little different look. They have different expectations when it comes to wood. And but I think most people like this kind of stuff. I think in general people like wood that has a lot of character to it, and stuff like that. And I hope this video is coming out all right. I don't know what it's been with YouTube. I can do TikTok and everybody else live, and it's really clear. And the last couple I did, it wasn't even very viewable. So I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully you guys can see okay, and it's not all like blurry and can't half see me and stuff like that. They just wipe this stuff on, let it soak in, and it will fortify the wood, you know, and toughen up all this spalty wood. Like I said, you don't have to do the heartwood part, but the spalty's all in here right around it, so it isn't going to hurt it. You know. And then, like I said, we're going to be treating this with another product after this is for spaltiness here, what we're treating it now, to harden up the wood, the spalty part, you know, or the whole thing in this case. So yeah, these are the ones that I get the most excited about, is the ones with the holes in them. And like a lot, this is, if you look, you try to get this one up close to you. If you look at it, you can see the bark intrusion kind of around, which was like another section. So these were probably growing as two like little trees, and then this one kind of grew around that one. So you see like a little bit of bark that kind of goes through there. So I think that's interesting. Y'all drop comments and let me know. I mean, what do you think about that? This stuff kind of like what you like, or, you know, would you do something different to it? You know, just kind of let me know. Your interaction is required. I love your input, because it kind of helps me know kind of what people like to see. We sticker this one. So I'm just right outside my house. My shop is right next to my house. That's why I'm in my night pants. I'm just out relaxing, enjoying the evening. And what better thing to do to enjoy the evening and to work on some beautiful wood like this. So let me go put these over there. We grab another cookie. We'll do one more cookie and then we'll call it quits. But I think I got another one over there. It's kind of different. I got different ones. I got some here. Let me go over here. I got some on the bench. One of them's got a double bullseye. I wanted to try to find that one. It's a little more interesting. This one right here. So I got to put the solution on. You'll be able to see it more. So this one has your, I guess this is closer down when this is smaller in diameter. So I don't know where this is. Like the other one had the bigger piece. This is smaller, so you got double bullseye. You have a branch coming in here. You got a little bit of crotch color right here with a little bark in it. And you got your branch. Because she'll cut that off and round it off. I need to get the bark off of it real quick. Like a lot of this, I can peel. I just take my fingers and push it right off. So some spots I can't. But this is like the perfect stage of it drying or condition for doing this. I mean, this is just, well, it's easy to work with too to get the stuff off, but it's just spalty enough, but it's not too soft to where I'm concerned that, you know, it would be an issue finishing it and for customers to own it. So I'm very happy with the condition and where this is at in the process. So this beech nut's got that little film. Just peel off like a grapefruit or something like that. It's like a little skin. Let's say most of this I can just peel right off. So, like I said, it's perfect condition to do this. So, all right. Yep. Oh, got a little bit more right here. And now, you know I can't do this without putting a little bit of an advertisement plug in. This is being brought to you guys from Preservation Solutions. Now, this I did buy, okay, but they sent me more. They sent me some in the past, and I spoke to them, and they're sending me a whole shipment of all new products to use to start a big project. So I'm going to bring you guys along. I will leave links in the description, maybe not right now, but when I go back in, and check out their products. Because if you like doing woodwork like this, and you want to have good results, and you want to treat some of your wetter wood, it gets done a little faster, and you'll appreciate the results. Because you saw the cookie, the big cherry cookies that I showed. They were just beautiful stuff. Made stools out of them, made a bar top table kind of out of them. They're just really popular. I kept a few for myself, of course. But, you know, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to put a spiel in. I'm not getting big into the whole shirts and hat stuff, but I have ordered some for, obviously, for me and my wife to wear when we go to the show. But I'm going to have some available. And really, I just want your input. If it's something you guys might be interested in, you can show a little support for the channel. You don't make a lot off each shirt, but it's nice to have the advertisement by you guys wearing them. I think they came out real good. We have a local artist that does it as a side hustle. So, of course, I use them because I want to support my local artists and my local young men in business for themselves. But those shirts will come out, and when they come out, I'll show you what they look like. Have a little catchy phrase on them that I think a lot of you woodworkers will appreciate and will probably be glad to wear. Yeah. So I'm kind of excited about that. That'll be kind of a semi-product release, like I said. It's more or less kind of a lost thing, you know, with the shirt thing and the hats. Kind of makes them public aware and kind of gets the channel out there. Helps me grow the channel. The little extra money I do get from it goes into projects like this. And another project that I'm working on with some equipment that should be here. I don't know. It should be here sometime the beginning of next week. Pertains to cutting wood and all that stuff. So I'll bring that product to you guys. I know it's something that a lot of you guys would probably use. And I'll be looking forward to bringing that to you. I know there's several other reviews on it. And I went and reviewed the reviews of the product. And I see it where there's a lot of gaps in the reviews. So I'm hoping to kind of bridge those gaps. And kind of not abuse the product, but I want to use it in a condition of real life. I'm not going to baby the saws. I'm getting saws. So we're going to use them like you guys would use. They may fall off of logs. They may fall and stuff like that, which is normal, you know, and I want to see if these products are any good. Um, and if they'll last, okay? And then I bought a warranty with them, so we'll see if that warranty, how well that'll work if something happens to one of them. Like I say, I'm not going to drop them off a tree or anything like that, but, you know, saws fall off the side of logs and stuff like that, so we're going to use these saws like you guys would go out and things may happen, and, you know, we may try to cut a tree that's too big with it, you know. Doesn't mean that's why I bought it or what you should do with it. But, you know, if somebody buys a piece of equipment, they kind of want to know where the variables are and, you know, what's your limits and stuff like that. So I'll show you this one right here. And then we are up to, I wish I could see the time on it, 21 minutes. So I try not to go too long. So here's another interesting cookie. Let me just bring this to you. Like I said, these are beech nut. You got a crotch or a bark intrusion. You got one heart here, another one here. You got a branch section, a little crotch section, so you got a little bit of bark kind of in there. You got your spalty all the way around coming up through here. So these are being treated, like I say, with the polycryl from Preservation Solutions. I got to put a plug out for them because they're a big supporter of the channel, and they've been really helpful and doing a lot of our wood products around the farm here and for my company. So a big shout out to Preservation Solutions. I do appreciate you, Kim and crew. You have a great product, and I love bringing the product out for other people to see and use. So there will be a link when I go back in later to these products on the video. So you can go check them out. Something at least you can investigate. You kind of see how to use it. If you go back and check the cherry cookie series out, and there's a table in there that has a crotch section in it. I did some shorts on it, but I used this right here because it was spalty hickory. And go back and look at that video, look at the picture and see how, I mean, absolutely beautiful that table came out. And it's over at my local booth, and everybody wants to touch it and rub it and look at it because I put like 8 layers of poly on it, so it looks like 3D, the crotch section and everything. So go check that out. So I've used this product. This isn't the first time. I've used this product on many other projects, and I've been very happy with the product. So big shout out to Preservation Solutions for joining the channel and sponsoring me and helping out. And I love sharing your product, and I hope you guys will find some use for their products, and hopefully it'll benefit you in a good, positive way, and you'll be able to make some really neat, cool projects for yourself or to sell. Wood bowl turners, this stuff is perfect for that. Not just this particular product, but the Pentacryl. And I may do a series when it gets colder out and I can't be out here doing stuff. I think we're going to do some wood bowl turning, and we're going to do some twice turn bowls. We're going to treat them with the Pentacryl or Pentacryl. I'm terrible at doing these. They're all so close in name. We'll be using that, and I have some already prepared that I've done, because obviously if we start them, it takes like 6 months or so for the product, you know, for it to dry. So it's not something I can do in 1 week and video it. So, but I've already prepared ahead of time. So yeah, this product is great. Like I say, I'm using my hands. I don't recommend you guys do that. I'm going to go inside and wash, but I've done this. This stuff doesn't bother me at all. I don't have any reaction out of it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you find some use in it. That's why I do the videos, because something for you guys, hopefully to benefit you. And yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I got some other products coming in, and that's more on the mill side and more on the out in the woods projects. So I'll bring all that to you. And hunting season's coming up, so I got some areas that need to be prepared for hunting season. I don't think I'm up to building I wanted to build a new shack, a new building to put in one of our new fields, but I'm not quite there yet, so that will be next year. So, um, and then of course, if you go to, um, I have another channel. I don't do much on it, but I named it Let's Play with Wood. I will be doing some of these on there, but that's kind of more of my personal channel. So if you guys like hunting and kind of all that stuff, go there. I'm not going to show that on this channel. It's two different types of people, you know, whether they like it or not. So we'll keep all the hunting and all that stuff on that channel over there. So go like that channel, and we'll go hunting together and maybe get some big bucks or turkeys or something together. Just fun out in the woods, relaxing, enjoying nature. Sometimes I just take a lot of videos and don't even shoot anything because you know, they're pretty to watch, animals and critters and all that stuff. So that's just the other side of me, you know, like everybody else. They have something they enjoy doing. So, but I gotta wipe my hands off. I'm gonna call this video a quits. I do appreciate everybody that's joined in. You guys are what make it all worth it. Wouldn't be worth doing if I didn't have you guys to support the channel. So I do appreciate you a lot. Like I said, we're gonna have like some shirts and stuff. Kind of just, I'm not gonna get into it big time, but they came out really good. I want to support a local artist who made the shirts for me, and they're really cool. And you need shirts, so who doesn't need some nice shirts with some cool graphics? So there's a nice logo on it, which I think you guys appreciate. Wouldn't mind wearing. Not going to make them super high or anything like that. It's just something to get the channel out there, and a couple bucks here and there. Doesn't hurt anybody. So, all right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. See ya.